My name is Dr. James Msinguzi, the Executive Director of the Uganda Life Authority. Uganda's rhino journey has been an exciting one, of course also full of challenges, but we are glad that we have moved a long way. As you may know, rhinos got extinct in Uganda in the 70s. They were hunted or poached for their famous horn, because there is a belief that the rhino horn, contains aphrodisiac properties, and yet it contains keratin, the substance that is contained in our fingernails. So as a result of this, the rhino was hunted and it got extinct in Uganda. So when that happened, it was critical that the government realized the need to bring back the rhinos in order to be able to bring this species, to educate Ugandans about it, but also to boost tourism. So in the 90s, rhinos were introduced in Uganda. 2 of them at the Uganda Life Education Center, and some of them were introduced at Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary in Nakasongola. We have moved a long journey and a successful one, because as we talk, we now have 46 rhinos in Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary in Nakasongola, and we have reached the breeding stock that allows us to translocate them into a natural habitat, and we are working on that process to have the rhinos move from Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary to Ajai Wildlife Reserve for them to be able to exist in a natural environment. The Rhino campaign is very critical as we try to promote tourism and wildlife conservation in the country. We are trying to rally all Ugandans, all human beings that live here but also in the globe, to join us in our strategy and campaign of promoting rhino conservation. Therefore, as players in the tourism industry, we have to work very hard, strategize, think innovatively to see how do we make this happen. It can only happen if we can think outside the box, and therefore, this is one of the campaigns to bring on board everybody to support us in promoting rhino conservation, in attracting more tourists into the country to come and see rhinos existing where they never used to exist, because that is a milestone that we are going to be demonstrating our conservation efforts as a country. And this excites us, which is great, and I want to call upon all those people who are seeing us, all those people who are following, to join the Name a Rhino campaign, so that you join us as we work together for conservation.
I'm Sharif Nsubuga, a ranger attached to Ziwa Rhino Sanctuary, and being part of this team is really so blessed and wonderful to be here at this place. Being with the rhinos is really so nice. If it's your first time to be with rhinos, you are very scared of them. But the more time you get to spend with these animals, you get to learn their behaviors and their way of life. You learn to be with them as well. These are wonderful creatures, though they are really so big. But with time, when you are always close to them, you get to realize that they all have different personalities, and all individual rhinos are different. So the purpose of naming the rhinos is really so important, because this helps us in the program of breeding them so well. You know, the breeding, since these animals are endangered species, it is really very important to help us in increasing or looking for a way how we can get funds to help in the breeding program. So when a rhino is named, like for example, we have a rhino that was named Kageri. Kageri is a name of one of the places in Nakasongola, and is a very big rock. It is actually very hard. The Chinese tried to remove it from there, but they got defeated. So whenever we see Kageri, we see him as a very hard rock that defeated the Chinese. So if someone happens to name a rhino, the name remains, and that person is always remembered. So your name being remembered, you are always considered as someone who is very wonderful in conserving wildlife and nature as well. So anyone that would wish to give a name to a rhino or make beads is really welcome to do that activity. We are so impressed, and we are looking forward to see so many people doing this program, because this is the only way that is going to help us to add on what we have, such that the breeding program can go on very well.